Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
And I'm Corey Ballmeister.
And we've got Dan in the booth. Say, what's up, Dan?
What's up, Dan?
Dan will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us. We are wrapping up our exploration of Kaladesh Remastered and its effect on the historic format today on Versus Live. So far, we've had a blast from, a blast of nostalgia, really, going over old decks that existed in that era of Standard, updating them with the historic card pool. And I think we've saved the two most iconic decks of that era for last.
Yeah, probably.
There were a lot of different energy decks, and by the end, a lot of the, the most powerful payoffs got banned. Aetherworks Marvel, Felidar Guardian with Saheeli Rai.
Yep.
And it ended up just being a fair energy deck that was still dominant.
Yeah.
And
then it went to black for Scarab God to be advantaged in the mirror, but for the most part, yeah, it was just the Glorybringer list.
So, eventually Attuned with Ether even needed to be banned if you weren't playing around then. So Corey's wrapping up with that fair Teamer energy list. It was super dominant in its day, and then Mardu Vehicles, that was sort of the deck that contended with energy lists, especially around the time of Copycat. There was a lot of Mardu Vehicles.
Yeah.
A couple missing tools here from that deck. You don't have Gideon Ally of Zendikar. You don't have Thraben Inspector, but you get a lot of other cool updates. There's Thalia Guardian of Thraben, Maul of the Skyclaves to get your artifact count up.
Gideon's not in Historic?
I didn't think so.
Huh.
Maybe it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't think there's any Battle for Zendikar stuff.
Yeah, you might be right, but it seemed like it's one of those random cards they just splash in for funsies, but yeah, maybe not.
And, you also get access to Skyclave Apparition, which I think is awesome. We keep singing that card's praises in every single format.
Yep.
Should be great here. I'm topping out the curve at Linvala, Keeper of Silence, which is a really good card against Goblin decks. It stops them from, using Skirk Prospector. And a couple of
Does it stop Muxus, or is it just triggered abilities?
No, it stops activated.
Or it stops activated abilities.
Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
You have Containment Priest on the board for Muxus.
Okay,
so another cool tool there.
Spicy.
Linval also stops like the sacrifice cards, Priest of Forgotten Gods.
Okay, yep.
Stops them from, sacrificing Eldrazi Spawn and things like that.
Sure.
So a neat little card there to top the curve out, but just looking to be aggressive. We got our Bloodchief's Thirst and our Thoughtseizes as disruption. It's really an Orzhov deck. I'm touching red for Unlicensed Disintegration and Bomat Courier.
Okay.
Pretty easy splash to make when you have access to Sacred Foundry, Inspire of Industry.
Okay.
But really just an Orzhov deck. I might need a few more red sources. I don't know.
Okay. Perfect. Well, let's try it out. I threw the last match on purpose so I could go first here. Really wanted Teamer Energy. Really wanted Teamer Energy to have its time to shine here, and oh boy, am I excited. These are cards I like. These are cards I like, let me tell you. Okay, I'm going to keep. My hand's pretty good.
I will keep as well.
Okay, I am going to start with an Attune. I haven't said that in a while. All right, I'll get a couple energy. I'm going to get the Mountain as well.
Yeah, I'm going to start on Spire Industry and Bomat Courier.
Bomi? Okay.
Get you to 19.
You got me.
Pass the turn.
All right, 19. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. We're doing it. All right, I am just going to go with a Servant, 2 more energy, and pass to you. Yeah, not having Marveled, so it's like it's not that magic 6 to get to. It's just eventually you draw Whirler and you just get a lot of servos. That's pretty much it.
A Servant is definitely a card I was afraid of.
Yeah.
We can keep Corey off Chandra, though, with this Thalia. I'm going to take 2 from a Godless Shrine.
Okay.
Play Thalia and pass the turn.
All right. Thalia, pretty good draw. Now the question is, do I value 2 life here from one of these shock lands, or do I value an untapped Servant? I guess if I leave a Servant untapped, I can basically block Thalia. But I don't know if I would want to do that anyways. So I think we're just going to lose an energy but gain 1. So we're going to go to 5, and we'll get a Rogue Refiner.
Yeah, so lose 1 but gain 2.
Yeah, excuse me. And then I think let's just go with a tap land and pass to you.
And That's what I was afraid of. A 2-lander on the play.
Oh, yeah, get wrecked. I'll go to 17.
17, and we are forced to play the awkward 2-mana Thoughtseize to try to nab a Glorybringer.
Dang it, you did nab it.
We'll take that Glorybringer.
Yeah, that's
I go
fair.
to 16.
Okay.
And I'll pass the turn. So not a great hand left over for Corey here.
No, I was definitely hyped about my Glorybringer, but you know what? I'll top deck it, right? Meow. Dang it.
Doesn't sound like a Glorybringer.
No. Not a bringer of glory. Debating how I want to play this. I think I just want to go with a servant. I'm at a pretty healthy life total. So yeah, let's go with servant.
7 energy.
Go up to 7, thank you. I am going to take 2.
You go to 15.
And I'm going to get in there for 3.
I'll go to 13.
Pass to you.
Interesting. Now we got some options.
Options.
Options indeed.
Okay.
And I think the best one is actually just this, seeing as then I'll have 2 creatures that hold off all of Corey's.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to 11 for another Godless Shrine and play a 3/3 Stonecoil Serpent.
3/3 stone coil.
And pass the turn.
All right. End step. We're gonna use an energy, and I think we just aim this at Thalia. Yeah. So we gain 2.
So up to 8.
Yep. All right, we set this up pretty nicely. So no land to make, which means you just get to kind of attune for free. What do I need? Really nothing. I guess we'll get 1 more red for why not?
1 more red for that Goblin Chain Whirler.
No, 1 more red for that Chandra I drew last turn that I wanted to set up a little bit more. So let's go with that. I wanted to just make sure it was going to live. So let's kill this. And now I do want to protect Chandra, but there might be some value of me just sending the clowns here. 7. I'll value 1. I'll attack for 5.
Okay, I'll go to 6.
Your go.
That was probably the ideal thing for Corey to do from my side.
Oh, no.
Because now I can play a land, play an Apparition, hit his blocker, and attack and deal with the Chandra. Now, without any threat of just dying to a removal spell, unless it's Glorybringer.
Yep, that's fair. Maybe that was a bad play, because I knew you definitely could do that.
Still under the gun here.
Definitely under the gun. Now, what do I want to do here? And it's probably just attack with both and play one of these cards. Leaning on this. Could try to get greedy and play, try to play both. Doesn't seem great. Yeah, let's bring the pain.
Yeah, I've got to block the Rogue Refiner.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to 4. You'll get a 2/2 illusion.
Yep. And second main, play a card that you can probably never beat in a million years. And pass to you. Huh. Remember that one? Remember good old bristly Hydra? It can only be, an 8/7 here. Completely hexproof.
Wonder if that one should have been in my Constrictor deck.
Oh, yeah, good point. You don't have a lot of energy, but...
Yeah, I leaned away from the energy cards, but you could definitely lean into them a little bit more.
You could go Attune, Siphoner, Hydra, and that's just pretty free. And then Aether Hub, and that's pretty spicy.
And yeah, I do. I have 2 removal spells in my hand, but both of which ostensibly can deal with Bristling Hydra, but in reality cannot.
What if I forget to activate it though? You know?
You never know. And it can get big enough, so even me trying to set up a big first strike body is not going to be good.
Yeah. That card's got to just be so good against you.
Yeah, Bristling Hydra is really good.
Yeah,
it's going to do it.
Oh, look at that next turn. Let's go. 6 mana. Good luck. Okay, this deck just looks absolutely unbelievable. I'm excited.
Bristling Hydra is going to be tough.
Yeah,
We're going to need
yeah.
to Thoughtseize that one.
Yes. I'll pay 3 energy.
Okay, I think we're going to have time for another best of 5.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, let's do it again. Same way. All right, Dan, the man with the plan. Do you also have a question?
Yes, I do.
What do you got?
What do you get the man who has everything?
A question. A nail stool.
I already have one of those, unfortunately, guys. You
one
know
with
that.
one with a bow.
I don't think the bow is going to help.
It covers the nails, Dan.
It makes it look pretty. It's festive.
Yes.
It's the season.
What season exactly?
The holiday season.
2020.
No, it's too early for that.
It's totally for 2020.
We are officially in the holiday season, Dan.
Yeah. Mariah Carey's songs are going to be coming in no time, so be ready.
Yeah.
It's not her turn.
Dan, all I want for Christmas is you.
Yeah.
That's very thoughtful, but it's not your turn.
No. You didn't let him finish. All he wants for Christmas is for you to give us a question. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, so from Histeus, do you guys think that Energy will have the same problem in Historic that it's had in Pioneer, where it's too parasitic to adopt new cards and can't keep up with the power level of the format?
Possibility. I think the one thing that it struggled with in Pioneer is the fact that, Pioneer, isn't a tune and stuff like banned still? Or no. Okay, but it was the combo decks to me in Pioneer. Like, energy decks usually cannot keep up with combo very well. But yeah, that is a very good point. It really sees no play, and it's fully unlocked.
So here's the thing that I think got underrated or undervalued when, I guess 2 things.
Okay.
When Energy was dominant in Standard. It had 2 very distinct advantages over the rest of the field that it does not enjoy in older formats.
Yeah.
One, its mana base was much more consistent than any other one that was available in that format. You remember, Mardu Vehicles had a very shaky mana base, even with access to Spire of Industry. That was its main problem. Attune with Ether, along with Ether Hub, just gave them a consistency that was unmatched, and the ability to play 3, sometimes 4 colors, and that gave them a wider card pool to draw from in terms of sideboarding, and that made them more adaptable. The second thing was that Harness Lightning was the single best removal spell available in Standard.
True.
And they took full advantage of it. Neither of those things is true in older formats. So it's the fact that they've lost those advantages that makes it significantly less powerful in those formats. That said, I think your point about there being a little bit less combo and the just general good interaction that the energy decks have is going to help it out in Historic, and especially with the payoff of Aetherworks Marvel.
Yeah.
We saw how powerful that can be. I think if you can find the right pieces around that shell, you can make it work. I'm a little bit less high on just a fair energy deck.
That's what I was going to say, yeah. They probably will just be Marvel decks.
But you do never know, and I think Bristling Hydra is really good. I wonder if there's like a way to be, maybe not all in on energy, but still play some good energy cards. Yeah,
and I mean, to be fair, you look at goblins and Teamer energy like this. Sure, you can answer their goblins on a 1-for-1 basis, but they will go over the top, which won't care about Hydra. Sultai does have extinction events, that can kind of sidestep that. Rakdos Pyromancer. It would probably be pretty good against that.
I think you've got the tools to adapt to these decks. Grafdigger's Cage is probably a very good sideboard card for you.
Yeah, you don't use it at all.
Pyromancer.
Yeah, and you don't use any of that stuff.
So it's just about finding the right supporting cast. Yeah, and it's also about finding the right balance, because you're right. Some of the energy cards here are just not up to snuff for the power level of Historic or Pioneer, and I think you got to find a way to trim or cut some of those entirely. And the 2 that automatically come to mind are Whirler of Virtuoso and Servant of the Conduit. Okay. I think Attune, Rogue Refiner, Bristling Hydra, Harness Lightning are all still very good. Yeah. And I would try to limit the number of those first 2, the least powerful pair, as much as possible, and add some more individually powerful cards.
Yeah, like Uro, Yeah. I mean, Uro, you kind of change into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so and Attune's a nice one to have with Uro. It helps fill your graveyard.
True. So, it'll be interesting. The short answer is we don't know yet because we'll have to see it actually in the field. But it definitely shows promise, at least. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
All right.
And more promise here than it would in Pioneer.
Yep. All right, how's your hand?
Looks solid.
My hand is good as well. I'm in.
I've got the same start as last game.
Okay.
Fire of Industry Bowmat Courier.
19.
I'll get a card under it. You're up.
All right. I'm gonna start with a breeding pool tapped and pass to you.
That is a cool one. Get in.
Okay.
You're at 18. Second
18.
card under the Bowmat. I'm going to go to 18 as well for a Godless Shrine. And
Okay.
play Heart of Kirin.
Ooh,
Pass
that's
the
a good
turn.
one. That is a good one. Okay. Now, what do we want to do? I am just gonna go Mountain Pass.
So, not going to be able to harness lightning a Heart of Kirin because you don't have any extra energy.
That is true.
I guess I can lead on this Thalia, which will probably draw some sort of reaction from
I
you.
will respond and remove 1 energy, so I stay with 2.
I will then go to 16, play another Bowmat Courier,
Okay.
and crew the Heart of Kirin and get in for 4.
All right, 14.
Pass the turn.
Okay. Pretty strong turn on your part. Now what do we want to do? Yeah, that is a start.
Thalia, a little awkward with Heart of Kirin, being only 2 power and making the heart cost more. I'm not sold that Thalia is great in this deck, but
Yeah.
I love the card so much I couldn't not
You
try
just
it.
had to try it, huh?
I just had to.
Okay, what do I want to do now? I got a decent amount of options. I think I'm just gonna go energy and pass to you.
Could be another Harness Lightning now that will take down the Heart of Kirin. Oh, show it to me. Crew.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Gotta pay 3, so I lose 1 energy down to 2.
I was not planning on doing that, but I drew another Heart of Kirin.
Okay,
so
okay.
it became my play once that was my draw.
Sure. Now what do we want to do here? I think we just want to start with this. Yeah, we'll just start with Rogue Refiner. So lose 1, gain 1, essentially.
Yep.
Lose 1, gain 2, I should say. And play a Botanical and pass to you. Little setup turn, not great, but.
Really want to do this, but I'm very worried about a Glory Bringer next turn.
Bring the glory.
Very worried about a Glory Bringer.
Decisions, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to Thoughtseize you.
I have a glory bringer.
And I will take it out of your hand.
Okay.
So 14 all.
14, okay.
And then I'll crew the heart and get in for 4.
10.
Pass the turn.
All right.
2 Uros, also scary.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. So.
3 cards in graveyard right now.
Yep. So still a ways.
I mean, the 2 Uros gets you to 1 card shy.
Yep. I will play Earl, go to 13.
Yep.
Draw. Now the question is, do I want to even just be taking any more damage? If I go to 11, that's 1 less turn from Heart. So I don't think I actually do. Cub is cool and all, but yeah, I'm not gonna take it. I'm gonna play Llanowar. And I think you have a Skyclave Apparition, therefore you could get in some. I don't think me not attacking actually matters much, because if you Skyclave this, You can crew and attack for 6. I could just chump if I want. That's not very good. Gets me closer, I guess. But, I mean, 3 damage is 3 damage here. And I think you'd rather hit this, actually. So, yeah, I will attack.
Okay, I'll go to 11.
Here you go.
Okay, you're very right. I do have Skyclave apparition.
Okay, what's your target?
I'm tempted to just hit the Llanowar Elves, stop you from getting a chump block in, and keep your graveyard a little bit lighter. Because these 2 that would normally get checked by the Rogue Refiner, the Apparition and Bomet Courier, can just be used to crew the Heart of Kirin. While I get in with other stuff. And it does like lower my risk. If you have a removal spell, you'll only get a 1/1 out of it. But you could potentially start attacking me back. I am at 11. I actually am going to hit the Llanowar Elves.
Okay.
And then use Bomet and Apparition to crew the Heart. Attack for 6.
Down to 7.
Pass the turn.
All right. Oh, I think I pretty much only have 1 play here. I'm just trying to think if there's anything better I can do. Doesn't really seem like it. So I have a Glory Bringer. Now, just debating. I mean, I think it's on the Skyclave and get a 1/1. And then the real question is, do I want to attack for 7 or 4? So I don't think I'm like, 2-turn clocking you. I guess if I do that, you have to somewhat hold something back. Because I'll have a 1/1, you'll go down to 4. Then I will have lethal. When I get this, does that put me super vulnerable to anything? If I kill this, you Skyclave again. You can't hit the 1/1, but you could like exile that. I could die to like a Blood Chief's Thirst plus a Toolcraft Exemplar, which I think seems like not really worth it. 7 to 11, right? Yep. Really close. Really close.
This feels like a classic game from 2017.
It really does. I love it. I love it. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think it is exactly Blood Chief's Thirst plus a creature that can crew Heart that I died to. And I don't think that's worth it when, I mean, this game's close. I'm not like super far ahead, but I feel somewhat ahead.
You hitting the Apparition?
Yeah, let's hit the Apparition. I'll get my Illusion and take 4.
So 7-all.
Here we go.
You have a 1/1 Illusion.
Just kind of wait till that gets off being exerted to hopefully close this game, but.
Okay, well, I drew exactly what I wanted.
Uh-oh. You're so lucky.
Crew Heart, attack for 4.
Okay.
You go to 3. Shock myself and Disintegration.
Come on! How lucky. How lucky. All right, you win.
Yeah.
What did you draw, the land or the Disintegration?
Oh, the land.
Oh, okay.
I did have second Apparition, so
Okay.
that was going to be a good play even if I drew a spell.
Yeah. And now next turn it was going to be Harness Lightning plus Uro. Would have been quite strong, but maybe I even still just died of that.
Disintegration was a nice one.
Absolutely. All right, well, we split the games here. We are going to head to sideboarding and see who can take down the Mabos here between Teamer Energy and Mardu Vehicles. Don't go anywhere. Everybody, welcome back to Versus Live, where we are sideboarding between Teamer Energy and Mardu Vehicles, the classic flashback here. For me, I'm taking out Longtusk Cub. Cub was probably the worst card in the deck and was cut, even later on, towards the end of the time, whenever they they added black for Scarab God and stuff. That was the card that went pretty good if I'm just playing against a deck where I'm trying to run away with the card, but you have a lot of removal as well. It lines up really good against Blood Chief's Thirst, so taking out these 4, Abrade is excellent, always has been against these vehicle decks, hits hard as well as just any of your creatures, and then we'll bring in 1 Scavenging Ooze in response to a Long Tusk Cub.
Better late game draw there, good against Scrapheap Scrounger.
Exactly, yep.
On my side, I've got, some removal spells to supplement the ones in the main deck, a couple Bowser's Lieutenants as sort of a big threat to help me rumble with Corey's creatures. I'm cutting my Thoughtseizes like I did in the last match in an aggressive matchup where I want to have my Disruption trade for things that are on the battlefield, be more tempo positive. And because I'm bringing in some more expensive removal spells and I'm on the draw, I'm going to be trimming 1 Thalia to make everything fit.
Yeah, Thalia seemed okay. It definitely made some of my turns awkward, which that card just notoriously does, but it didn't seem insane.
Yeah,
so
it's you're a pretty creature-heavy deck. It's not going to be awesome against you, so 2 is fine.
Yep, and I added 1 more Ooze there at the end. I totally forgot about Scrounger, but that's a nice one for it. So we took out 1 more Servant. All right, Dan, let's take some questions from you while we shuffle up for a 3rd game.
Sure. So from the Pro Citizen,
Nice.
what are you guys' thoughts on an Absan counters build with Conclave Mentor?
Yeah,
you also
Absan
have access
Company?
to the Absan Triomes as well.
Yeah, Absan Company sounds awesome to me, to be honest.
I definitely think you could be Abzan. Honestly, if you want to go that route, I think the best plan is to be very artifact heavy because that's going to help your mana base.
Okay.
And you get access to Steel Overseer. You have Chamber Sentry as another effective 0 drop.
Sure.
And those are cards that get a lot better when you have more of the synergy cards.
Sure.
And then you play Huatley's Mentor as well as a white card.
Okay.
Mentor, Huatley's Raptor.
See, I'm going the other way. I want my curve to be Pelt Collector, Llanowar. I want my 2s to be like
You're still playing Pelt Collector.
Yeah, of course. But then I want like Glint Sleeve, Siphoner, maybe even Servant of the Conduit, and then the 2 Scales creatures. Because the energy actually works with only Winding Constrictor, right? It doesn't work with Conclave Mentor.
Correct.
And then, maybe Skyclave Apparition. Maybe this is kind of clunky, but anyways, like curve up to 3-drop creatures and then top out at Collected Company. I think that would be pretty sweet, but yeah, who knows if it'd be good, but I'd have to go in the lab to that because that sounds pretty fun. You can play Grakma and stuff too, and
yeah, Grakma's a nice one with Coco.
Yeah, I just don't. None of the white cards are really standoutish there, I suppose, right?
I do think Huatley's Raptor is quite good.
Yeah, Huatley's Raptor could play Skyclave Apparition as that nice hit off Company.
A little awkward on your mana, but a really nice hit off Company.
But yeah, that's nice. That's a nice one to try if you're playing some historic next week.
Yeah, definitely something to look into is to try to play Abzan. The mana seems like it's there.
It's probably pretty good.
You have shock lands, you have fast lands.
You gotta try them if you absolutely need it. Not great, but
Yeah. So I think you can make the mana work.
Yep. Alrighty, I will be going first. All right, this hand is incredibly awkward. I don't think I can keep this one.
If I have 2 lands in the top 3 cards of my deck, this hand is good.
Not great. Great.
I will be mulliganing as well.
All right. All right, Dan, we'll take one more question while we both mulligan here.
Sure. Another possible deck to go into the lab for. Mm-hmm. What are your guys' thoughts about SRAM Auras, perhaps?
I mean, that's already a deck, right? Like, that's a blue-white Auras, blue-white Luris.
Or Spirit Dancer, but it just gets SRAM. You definitely want to play more than 4 of that effect if you can.
Yeah, because it was just playing what, like Spirit Dancer or something?
Spirit Dancer, which is one of the anthology cards.
Yeah, you add SRAM, and that's nice. You just consistently have the 2-drop. That deck was already pretty tough to deal with. Like, some decks just can't beat that deck.
Yeah.
Some have, like, auto-win against it as well, so it's a very polarizing deck already in Historic. And not a ton of people played it, at, like, the Mythic Invitational or whatever. But, yeah, I mean, probably because of inconsistent draws, SRAM really helps that out. So that's a spice one. Also, just the combo decks with SRAM, like where you just return stuff. Like, I don't know if it's possible, but
that's a modern deck because it uses Retrace from Darksteel.
Yeah,
so you don't have access to that in
you
Historic.
Paradoxical outcome though, I suppose, right?
You could try to outcome. You would need some more fast mana. Again, the lack of Inspiring Statuary is probably going to be tough for you there.
Mox Amber, I guess, can help a little bit.
Amber can help because SRAM's a legend.
Yeah. Still probably not good enough, but I always loved that deck.
Yeah.
That deck was sweet. Okay, we're mulliganing to 6 here. And my hand's good enough.
My hand is definitely good enough.
Okay, I don't like the word definitely in there. I think I will bottom this card. It seems kind of weak to me. Okay, so
I'll be bottoming my most late game card
Stomping
there.
Ground, pass to you.
Awkward draw. Play a Sacred Foundry tapped.
Okay. I got a Servant, 2 energy, and pass to you.
Okay, that leaves me a pretty obvious play here. I'm going to play a Grim Climb Pathway.
Okay.
I will Blood Chief's Thirst the Servant.
Okay,
And
it's
then play a
dead.
Toolcraft Exemplar.
Alrighty.
Pass the turn.
I will take 2 and play a Virtuoso
Brings you to 18.
and pass to you, 5 energy.
Let's play a Scrap Heap Scrounger.
Okay.
Go to combat, trigger the Exemplar, attack for 3.
Here I think I just want to block, and questionable if I want to make a Thopter. 1 Thopter isn't that big of a deal, but I do have some spare mana, or some spare energy. So yeah, I'll block. I will make a Thopter. There we go.
Please trade.
Yep.
Very sad Corey made a Thopter because I have a Bowmat Courier.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it.
Well, not the best of draws. This is giving me flashbacks to the last match I played with Teamer Energy, where I just needed a 4th land against Brad in the top 8 or the top 4 of the GP and bricked. So I'll pass to you.
I need a 4th land too.
Oh no!
Well, I'll attack for 3.
Tagging for 3. Okay, I'll take it.
Brings you to 15.
Yep.
And I drew my 4th land, so I'll
You
go
are
to
so
18 and
lucky.
play a Linvala.
Okay.
Not great, but it's something.
Yep.
I'm at 18, you're at 15, pass the turn.
All right, I did draw a removal spell at least, so I'll go down to one energy. Untap draw. Son of a biscuit. Okay, I'll pass to you.
Oop. I'll attack for 3 again.
Okay, I'll take it. 12.
12, and I've got another Linvala.
Oh my god.
Pass the turn.
All right, I will
This
draw.
is a way to answer Bristling Hydra, by the way.
Yeah, I will play Whirler. Got a 4
Nice
energy.
work, Virtuoso.
Pass to you. This is so unreal lucky.
Ooh, that was a good draw.
God, Ross is so lucky.
What if I unlicense this integration the Virtuoso?
I can't
put you to
activate.
9.
Yeah.
Then a Blood Chief search the Nick Miller
Oh
token.
my god.
Attack you for 7. Get a card out of the Bowmat.
Do you think I would have you dead if I drew a 4th land?
Put you to 2. You're up.
Unreal. I keep a 3-lander. Ross probably keeps a 1-lander
I kept
here.
a 3-lander and I put an Agateam on the bottom.
Okay. Unreal. My hand is just busted with a 4th land. You can't beat Bristling Hydra ever.
Linvala.
Yeah, but I had Chandras and Glorybringers to kill that. Wait, Glorybringer, does that still work with them?
Glorybringer's a trigger, so you're good there.
I should probably read that card.
Yeah, it only stops activated
Yeah.
abilities.
All right, I guess I'll have to 2-0 you here. No big deal.
Ooh.
Unreal. Dan, can you believe the lack of justice in Versus Live these days? Just
I
no
know,
justice.
right? Also, we got our good friend Anderson Leclerc in chat.
All right, what's up, buddy?
You say "are" like you're including the 2 of us, and that might be a bit premature.
Well,
Someone's good
I
friend.
think your
Yes,
opinion's going
there
to
we
stay the
go.
same after this.
Potentially.
So he asks, is the son of a biscuit a scone?
Classic.
Now I'm
think-
hungry.
I am hungry too.
I think the biscuit is the son of the scone. Because the scone is British, and everything that's British is older than everything that's American.
That checks out to me. All right, game number 4. I got to win the next 2 to steal your marbles back. Otherwise, you get them all week. Give me just a good opener here. Not great, but it's good enough to keep. Not perfect.
Okay, not perfect. I can work with that. Because my hand is going to be perfect.
I know it will be. You're very, very lucky. We all know it.
Toolcraft Exemplar, Heart of Kirin, Skyclave Apparition.
That deck is pretty sweet, though, I must say.
Yeah, Apparition is just such a powerful card, and
Yeah, it
any
is.
sort of white aggressive deck is going to really, really appreciate it. Again, a little awkward with Heart of Kirin, but yeah, I've been pleasantly surprised by this because this is an archetype that I've tried to make work in Pioneer quite a bit, and it really just hasn't materialized.
Yep, that's fair.
And looking pretty good here.
Your hand good?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, Lawnmower, your go.
It's far from perfect.
Okay.
I do have a Blood Chief's Thirst for the Llanowar,
Shocking.
requiring a Grim Climb pathway.
Shocking.
It's actually not a shock, it's black removal spell.
I'll play a land and pass to you.
Yeah, I think I got to make Corey's Harness of Lightning awkward, so I'll go to 18 and play a Thalia.
Okie dokie.
Pass the turn.
You're at 18. Obvious draw there.
Was it a tapped land?
No, but pretty awkward still. I will
No blue mana.
take 2
18 all.
and pass to you.
Okay, I will play a Bomat Courier.
Okay.
Declare attacks.
Yeah, I will Harness Lightning this.
Yep. So you go to 2 energy.
Yep.
I'll attack for 1, get a card under the Bomat.
Okay.
You go to 17.
17.
And then I'll play a Toolcraft Exemplar.
Okay.
No third land. Pass the turn.
Like that. All right, and we got the Attune. That's why I had to kill Thalia. That would have been bad. It just slows me down too much. Got the blue. I got a Rogue Refiner.
Up to 6 energy.
Yep. And draw a magical card and pass to you.
Ugh.
Your turn. Your turn.
Killing me, deck. I'll play a 2/2 Stonecoil Serpent.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right. All right.
I think I'm getting Glory Bringer.
But I drew land 5 that I needed for my Glory Bringer. How fun. How fun. Okay, we're going to attack and exert. Let's kill Stonecoil. That's the only thing that can easily attack through, and I'll pass to you.
A little late here, but better late than never.
Sure, sure.
I will maul the Toolcraft Exemplar and get in for 5.
Okay, that's pretty strong.
Puts you to 12.
12.
Pass the turn.
All right. Yeah, that's a big creature.
Still going to die to your second Glory Bringer.
Yep. I wish. I wish, but I have a much better play than that.
Better play than that.
Oh, yeah. One of my favorite plays from this deck, to be honest. So attack for 3.
15.
Yeah, and I will play Chandra.
Sure.
I will take up with mana. Go to 5 mana and play Warrior Virtuoso. Go to 9 energy. Your go.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not bad, not bad. I always love that play. To protect the Chandra, get some, as long as you have 1 blue, you got to have 5 mana, but always a sweet play.
Okay. Well, it's Unlicensed Disintegration, the Glory Bringer.
Okay, I got
you
a
to
9.
Attack for 5.
Block.
Towards the Chandra. Yeah. Get rid of 3 energy and pass with among the most awkward possible hands.
Now I will make 1 Thopter here, 1 Nick Miller to give him some camera time.
How generous.
I know. I'm a good guy. Now let's go with Rogue Refiner. Draw a card. Let's go with kill that. And let's get in here for 6.
Brings me to 9.
Your go.
Yeah, and
This is more Teamer Energy stuff that I'm about. Think that's going to be good against you?
yeah, that'll do it. my awkward hand was this.
Oh, yeah.
Against all 3 and 4 drops.
Have you considered Fatal Push? All right. It wouldn't be more
Definitely
fitting if it comes down to the final one.
Yeah, obviously my land was under Bomat.
Yeah. Love it. All right, you get those beautiful marbles over here. We want to see the prize. And while he does that, Dan, you got any questions for us?
Hold on. There's a lot of chat about scones and biscuits.
Of course, yeah. We'll bypass those. Everyone's
about the
hungry.
linguistic differences between American English and British English.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it,
like,
Ross. I'm sure that's it.
What they call a biscuit, we call a cookie. What we call a cookie, they would more call a scone. And we call a scone, I don't even know what they call
They didn't come across that, but someone did point out that our cookies are their biscuits.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. That is fair.
All right. Let's see. So, Yo-Yo Gum 380. Do you think there is a possible paradoxical outcome deck in Historic?
So that was one of the decks I tried to build. You know, it was first Teamer Energy and Rakdos. Those were the two ones that I was like really high on. And then the next one was the inspired statuary mono blue deck that comboed off with Psy and stuff like that. That card's just not in there for whatever reason. So I don't think so. You really need to have a lot of stuff to make that card work.
A lot of very specific tools that don't seem to exist.
And I just don't think it's there. You know, I wish it was, and especially if they're taking away the only artifact that allows you to kind of pretend you're a legacy deck where you're tapping all these moxes and stuff, you know, because that kind of turns your bad artifacts into moxes, and that's what brings the power level of that deck. Without that, it's just not good enough. Yep. Just casting it for 4 mana and expecting that crazy amount of value to get you there, it's not there.
Yeah. Got one more for us, Dan?
Yeah. So, Electrostatic Pummeler is a card that people keep bringing up. Possibly good in best of one, perhaps?
Gets Blossoming Defense, which is a nice one. I'm not exactly sure what other pump spells exist, but that's the kind of deck that is doing something so linearly powerful that you can afford to play mediocre energy cards as enablers.
Yep.
So that's another deck that, I think you could definitely look into and could be quite good.
Then you get Voltalic Brawler as well. That was always really good in the Pummeler decks. Just hits for 4 on turn 3 when it attacks, plus still adds the energy. I've had something like that introduced to its new best friend. Embercleave could be quite good.
Yeah,
Embercleave would be a brawler.
It would be expensive in that deck because you're usually not attacking with multiple creatures, but you could build it a little bit more creature heavy to take advantage of Embercleave because Cleave is so powerful.
I just think Brawler into Pummeler into turn 4 attack with those two, Embercleave it and pump. That seems like reasonable.
Especially because you get to pump the Pummeler after it's got pumped by the Embercleave a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So it's a 2/2, and then it becomes a 4/4. I guess it's still better to go on the Brawler unless you have something else on it.
Well, you might have attuned or whatever, you know? Like,
yeah. You might be able to just double pump.
Because if you go attune into Brawler into Pummeler, you can even use the 1 mana from Brawler, and then you get 6 towards Pummeler.
Turn.
So that's 4, that's 10, that's 14 damage on turn 4 with just that. Now you could have like Llanowar to kind of speed stuff up.
But if say you go attune into Brawler, you're at 4 energy. Next turn you go to 7 with the Pummeler. You go to 6 because you use an energy with the Brawler attack for 4. The next turn you can attack with both Embercleave the Pummeler, double activate the Pummeler. It goes to 4 and then to 8. So that's 16 plus 3 from the Brawler is 19. You've already dealt 4. That's 23.
Yeah, that's a nice little thing. And needless to say, you don't have to be that all in. You can still just play Bristling Hydras. You can play Servants.
You got. Yeah. No, that's a deck I would definitely look into.
That seems interesting to me. Pummeler, I just always thought it was just not as good as just the other Teamer Energy stuff, but maybe you just have to be faster to be a good deck in this metagame, and that's a way to speed it up. So cool stuff there.
Yeah, you have to have a more powerful payoff for playing the energy cards, whereas back in Standard, the energy cards were just solid by themselves.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
You could just play an interactive game plan and win with Rogue Refiners.
That's true. Game 5, you ready?
Yeah, my hand's good.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I guess my hand's pretty good too. I'll keep.
Lead on Spire Bowmat, like I've done many times.
Yeah, you have. All right, 19.
Pass.
Done? Okay. Interesting. I think I just want to go land, tap, pass.
Attack for 1.
Okay.
Add another card. You're 18.
18.
I'm going to go to 18 myself for a Godless Shrine and play a Scrappy Scrounger.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. I have a land. And what would I like to pair with it? playing a creature here is almost more of a liability because you have apparitions, you have
Unlicensed,
yeah. So
Blood Chief's Thirsts.
I think it is just safer for me to just pass here, so I'll pass to you.
Feels like a Harness Lightning. Play this tapped.
Okay.
Play a Toolcraft Exemplar.
Okay.
Declare attacks.
Yep.
Attack, trigger the Courier.
Sure.
Take 4.
I am gonna Harness Lightning the Scrounger here, I think.
Lightning the Scrounger. Okay, so you get left with 1 energy. You take
Yep.
1 to 17.
Yep.
Then I'll pass the turn.
Alrighty. Now I think our best play is not even that good right now. Our draws haven't been extremely good, but I'll go with Uro.
Brings you to 20.
20. Draw. Play a land and a Llanowar. Pass to you.
I'll shock to 16.
Okay.
I'm going to play a Bossery's Lieutenant.
Okay.
I'm going to put a counter on Bomat Courier.
Seems spicy.
Trigger the Toolcraft and beginning of combat. Attack for 5. Trigger the Courier.
I'll take it. Down to 15.
15, and I'll pass the turn.
Ugh. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. I have an Attune. Go up to 3 energy.
Okay, we're getting the second mountain for our Glorybringer.
We are indeed getting a second mountain, but not for a Glorybringer.
A Chandra.
Not for a Chandra either. Actually, do I want to get...
Hidetsugu second right.
Yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't be great.
You should have just put them in every sideboard.
I really should have. I really should have. I have just double Servant.
Oh, I like that. Those cards aren't very good.
No, they aren't. I got a 7 energy, and I'll pass to you.
Okay, that's a neat one. So, I will play this tapped Sacred Foundry. I will play this Heart of Kieran.
Okay.
I will play this Toolcraft Exemplar.
Okay.
I will trigger this Exemplar
Okay.
and attack with all 3 of these creatures.
Okay.
Get another card under Bomat.
This is slightly weird. Ugh. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble.
I agree. The 5-card Bomat Courier is
It's quite powerful.
we call that living the dream.
Yeah, I kind of regret not killing Beaumont now instead of Scrounger. I really regret it.
Just gonna get this one ready.
Yeah, that is a cute combo. Oh, God. This is brutal. This is super brutal. Okay, I am going to... So the block I kind of want to make is like this, but I actually want all my creatures to go to the graveyard to bring back Uro next turn, so I awkwardly want to just kill all my stuff and make bad blocks, essentially.
Well, there's no way you can guarantee all of your creatures in the graveyard.
That's true. That's true.
Even if you were to put 2/2 and a 1/1 in front of the Lieutenant, I could assign all 3 damage to the 2/2.
Yep. Okay, well, I think I'm just going to go like this then.
Yeah. So I want to. I'd rather have the Knight token than deal 2 damage here. So I will sack the Courier before damage to make sure I get that Knight token.
Okay. Spicy.
And then Llanowar Elves down, Servant down, Lieutenant down. And I will pass the turn.
All right, I am so in trouble. Okay, that was actually the best possible draw. That was good. And it was just a heartless act. I am very happy to kill basically anything. Let's kill... Yeah, we'll get rid of that.
Up in energy.
Up 2, right? Because it's the next one.
Oh, yeah, it's the next one. Yeah.
So go to 5. I will go up to 10 energy. I will use one of it to Uro.
So that puts you to 18.
Draw a card. Put a land into play, and I'll pass to you. Forget you have 6 cards. This is disgusting.
Bloodchief Thirst with Kicker on the Uro.
Okay.
Go to beginning of combat, trigger the Exemplar, accrue the Heart.
Yep.
Attack for 6.
I'll block.
Yeah, easy trade there. You go to 14.
Yep.
And pass the turn.
Could be worse, I guess. Skyclave Apparition on Uro is quite disgusting as well.
That's what I was hoping for.
But I am just drawing garbage, so I will get a land and then play it and pass to you.
Okay, that was a great draw. You have 1 card in hand?
Yep.
I'm a little worried about a Whirler Virtuoso here buying a lot of time, so I'm going to play around that with a Linvala.
Okay.
Then Linvala will accrue the Heart. Go to combat, trigger
Down
Templar.
to 7.
Yeah, that brings you to 7, and then I'll pass the turn.
And I just drew duds there at the end.
I got Disintegration for the Servant. And
yeah, I wonder how different the game would have looked if I killed the Bomat.
Scrap to bring back.
Yeah, I wonder what the game would have looked like if I killed the Bomat early. I was still just flooding, but if you didn't have the answer for Uro, it could have, of course, taken over, but...
Yeah, I could have brought back the Scrappy Blaster, and I just forgot.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because I played a tap land. I had plenty of lands.
All right, the marbles are yours, but we do have time for a pity game, so I want my salty runbacks here.
Always got to give you your salty run.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
It's definitely a Corey thing and not a me thing at all.
Not at all, not at all. Well, so far, really close games, though. Really all across the matches, you know?
Yeah, not that surprising when we're playing the Kaladesh decks against each other.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Though you see, we have seen some of the new additions work really well, whether it's different removal spells, Rackmaw and Gemrazor in the Golgari deck, have really helped out. And, we've seen Uro do some good things in the energy decks. So
yeah, I think the one thing that was a really sweet piece of interaction, too, that was really subtle, was from the Rakdos midrange deck, Bomat discarding cards to feed Kroxa. I thought was pretty cool. That adds a nice little layer there. Already it was kind of a combo to like discard Scroungers to Bomat when you wanted to draw cards, but just discarding 2 generic lands, and now the Bomat is another card that feeds Kroxa. I think that was pretty nice too.
Yeah, you're going to be a lot more willing to sort of trade away a medium hand for maybe one less card or the same number of cards, just because you're going to be able to Kroxa a turn earlier or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's without playing like Graveyard Enablers that, and we do still have Stitcher Supplier. So there's a world where, you want to be that direction, but I wanted to be the more controlling route and just see how good Glorybringer and Chandra were. And
they've been good. And
they were good.
Kroxa was great in the Rakdos deck. We've seen Apparition be really good in this deck. So, a lot of the additions that we would expect, these are the more powerful cards that are available from the years since Kaladesh was in Standard.
But now I'm gonna salty destroy you here with this hand, okay? Because it's a good one. It's a pretty good one.
Okay, well, I guess I should probably have the nuts then.
Yeah, more than likely. More than likely.
I would not classify this as the nuts, but I'll try it.
All right, I am gonna take 2 and a tune. And what do we want here? It doesn't matter too much. I guess a forest. Pass to you.
I will lead on Concealed Courtyard, Toolcraft Exemplar.
All right. Yeah, that card's good. That card is good. Very powerful card.
1 mana, 3 power.
Let's go.
There are not many examples of this in Magic's history, and they've all been good.
Yeah.
Except for Rogue Elephant, which I actually think used to see limited play.
The 3/4? Oh.
No, that has multiple words in its name. Rogue Elephant, longer words.
Yeah.
Rogue Elephant is a 1 mana 3/3 that requires you to sacrifice a forest.
Oh, okay.
From, I think, Weatherlight.
Sure.
We used to play it in Stompy decks with Harvest Worm, which is a 2 mana 3/2 that rebought a forest.
Okay. Spicy. I will pass to you.
Yeah, I have Spire into Thalia.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. What to start with here?
No Chandra here.
No Chandra. I do have a Rogue Refiner, though. And I'll pass to you.
I will go to 18 and play Skyclave Apparition.
Okay.
We'll hit the Servant
It's gone.
and attack for 2.
I will take it.
So-
18. Oh. Or 16. Yeah.
You're at 16, I'm at 18.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right.
I would like to find an artifact.
In your artifact themed deck, really? That's crazy.
This is one of the concerns when you don't have the Raven Inspector.
Yeah, that's true. All right, not a really great play for me now, so I will just debating if I want to attack here. Kind of thinking I do want to attack, because I don't think I really want to block. So yeah, we'll get in there.
15.
Here we go.
Oh, not ideal, because you clearly have a removal spell that you're holding up.
What?
So an artifact here would still not let my Toolcraft attack. So I am just going to attack for 2.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll go to 14.
And then I will play a 3/3 Stonecoil Serpent.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
I do have a Harness Lightning, which I will cast. Now it's just a question on what.
Yeah, the score, want to take out the Serpent. Doesn't want to get a 2/2. You
Yeah.
want to deal with the Thalia.
I think I want to hit the Apparition, gain an energy.
Should have hit Rogue Refiner.
Yeah. Why?
Because then it would be better for me.
Oh, okay.
That's what this game's about, right?
Yeah, sure. All right, then I will get an energy and play Chandra, and I will kill that. Yeah, we'll kill that, and I'll pass to you. Hope you're just chock full of unlicensed disintegrations over there.
Nope. I've got Skyclave Apparition.
Okay.
So I could just hit the Chandra directly, but I think it's better to take the Rogue Refiner and then kill the Chandra with the attack. It effectively trades Toolcraft Exemplar for Rogue Refiner, and it shrinks the potential illusion that you're going to get.
Okay.
And I think trading the 1/1 for the 3/2 when I clearly don't have an artifact is good.
Yep.
So yeah, send both to Chandra.
3 block.
Chandra down. Then I will play an Agadeem tapped and pass the turn.
All right. Well, our draws once again have just not been stellar so far. That one wasn't terrible, I guess. Not great. I will attack for 2.
I go to 13.
Okay. I will cast a 2-mana Attune, search for a land, play that land, and then pass to you. I'll get an island.
Okay, I'll play a Boss's Lieutenant.
Seems good.
I'll put a counter on the Thalia.
On the Thalia, huh?
This means that a removal spell on the Apparition does not bring Thalia into chump attack range. If he wants to use a removal spell with this on the stack to prevent me from getting a Knight eventually, then the Apparition lives, so pretty clear play for the Lieutenant.
Yeah, pretty good play. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, send in the clowns.
Okay, I'll avoid this one.
So you get a 3/3 illusion and then take 3.
Yep.
So you're at 11, I'm at 13. I'll pass the turn.
Okay. I'm at 11 to 13. Yep. Untap.
We have yet another removal spell.
Not the worst draw, not the best,
The
but
best would be Glorybringer. which
yeah,
would be
I'll just
completely
pass to
unbeatable.
you.
Don't think there's any reason to trade the Lieutenant in a double block. So I guess they both trade off a double block, but this leaves me with another 2/2. Yeah, I'll get in with the Thalia.
Yeah, that's the question. Is it worth it to double block? You don't have red available, so I don't have to worry about the blowout potential, more than likely. Yeah, I'll double block.
Okay. Deal with the 3/3. I get a night token. Then I will play a tapped Concealed Courtyard and a Linvala.
All right.
Pass the turn.
I'll draw.
Sweet. It's another land. Perfect.
Sweet. I will attune. You're wrong.
Even better. Even better than a land.
Your go. God, this deck has been tilting me today. Just been drawing garbage off the top.
You're at 11.
Yeah.
Bomat Courier.
Okay.
I'll take 1 and Disintegration the Illusion.
Okay.
I go to 12, you go to 8.
Yep.
I'll attack for 9. Hold on.
Just lands. Just lands. You win. You win. GG. GG. Yeah, brutal. A little bit of flooding there at the end, where like an Uro or something would be fine. But I do play like Lana Wars and,
And
a lot of mana sources. Maybe I just had too many mana sources. That's definitely how it played out in some of the games. But I think it's only 20 lands, to be honest. But
Well, 20 lands, 4 Attune, 3 L4 Servant, something like that.
yeah, something like that.
So you're over 30 mana sources.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe just too much. I just relying on Glorybringer, Bristling Hydra. Yeah, do I still play 4 Bristling Hydra? That's a card I just didn't see.
That said, I think the list back in the days of Standard played 21 lands, 4 Attune, 4 Servant. So
Yeah.
they were at 29 mana sources and generally played out fine.
Just because the power level was so high in comparison to everything else going on. But yeah.
But again, when the relative power level goes down, then suddenly the extra mana sources start looking a lot weaker.
That deck looked pretty sweet, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
played out pretty nicely.
The recent additions, the Thalias looked good. The apparitions were great.
Yeah.
Even stuff like Bastard's Lieutenant. Like I was scraping the bottom of the barrel looking for just sort of like a big threat.
Yep.
And without getting available, and Lieutenant still looked fine.
Yeah, it looked great. That card is just really good, and just doesn't see play now that Winota's not there. But it's shocking to me because that card is still pretty sweet. So, all right, you're the Kaladesh King. So congratulations. That's gonna do it for the show, everyone. We're gonna thank some subs. We're gonna thank some sponsors. And we're gonna get out of here.
All right, so let's start with Shafsta 2004 with a 22-month resub.
All right.
Histeus with a 17-month resub. Papa John's Napkins, 31-month resub.
Love it.
Inferno Titan with a 22-month resub. And Heptagon 24 with 2 Tier 1 gift subs.
Woo! Thank you. Nice.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for the support on the channel. If you would like to support Star City Games in another way, you can join SCG Premium. $7.99 a month will get you exclusive access to content from our lovely staff of content creators, as well as some other perks. 5% off of sealed product, 10% off of singles, and 15% off of supplies. So head on over to starcitygames.com/join-premium and sign up today.
All right, absolutely. And if you want to be as cool and comfortable as we are every single Versus Live in our Carnox gaming chairs, you can head over to carnox.com/SCG. You can use that affiliate link to get yourself 10% off one of these awesome gaming chairs.
Last but not least, we are sponsored by Coalesce Apparel. If you like the shirts that we wear, see, I couldn't lose today because I was wearing the Roll Tide.
Oh, of course. Yep.
You can find the Roll Tide shirt if you don't want to lose either, along with the rest of their collection at coalesceapparel.shop. And be sure to use the gift code SCG when checking out to get 10% off of your purchase there as well.
Absolutely. And as we saw, a couple days ago, the online tour for the SCG is back, and it is going to be starting Friday here, where we have Friday and Saturday qualifiers starting at 5 a.m. Eastern time on Friday. And you can just play those, get into these awesome tournaments on Sunday. A little bit different structure, so head on over to starcitygames.com and learn a little bit more about the final structure for the tournament on Sunday. That's the big one. And then all the satellites that are going, I think it's like 4 a day. Like they're
Friday
doing a lot
Saturday.
of them.
There's 6-round satellites, $6 to enter. If you 4-2, you're qualified for Sunday. For each win above the 4th in the satellite, you'll earn a bye for Sunday's championship qualifier.
And that's huge. We remember how good buys were, even in GPs, SCGs, just getting to sleep in really is, that's where you really win. So I'll be playing them on Friday. How about you?
I will 100% be playing at least one a day, if not more.
Yep.
Hopefully I only play one.
Yeah. So you're playing 4 $1 a day, it sounds like. So if you want to farm Ross Merriam, get your $6 ready and sign up and do it today. So I guess I can't really talk after I just got annihilated by you, huh? If you want to farm me,
And you can
on
always
Friday,
talk. The only question is how effective it's going to be.
yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, everyone, I want to thank you so much for checking out this little bit of a unique show. Historic is something that's literally only digital. So to bringing it to paper tournaments or just the paper battlefield here has been pretty fun. So that's going to do it for us. Next week, we will have a little bit different of a schedule. There will be Tuesday. There'll be a special commander stream going on in this room. So we're going to be moving Versus Live to Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Same time that we would normally start, 1 p.m. Eastern time, but we will be back on Wednesday now instead of Tuesday. So, but you'll get some bonus content on Tuesday if you want to check out some sweet, sweet Commander action. So that's going to do it for us. So for Corey, Ross, and Dan, we will see you next week. Bye-bye.